Everybody wants the prize, the glitz, the glamour, the recognition. It's human nature to strive for something greater, to reach for the pinnacle of success. We see the champions, the record breakers, the innovators, and we yearn to stand where they stand. We all see the finish line, that glorious point of culmination, the end of a long and arduous journey. It beckons us forward, promising reward and satisfaction. The trophy, a symbol of victory, a tangible representation of all the hard work and dedication. It gleams, reflecting the light of achievement. The moment of glory, the cheers of the crowd, the feeling of accomplishment, the knowledge that you've reached the summit. It's a moment etched in time, a memory to be cherished forever. The dream is free, a limitless expanse of possibilities stretching out before us. We can dream of anything, achieve anything, be anything we set our minds to. But the prize has a price tag, a cost that must be paid in full, often in advance. It's a harsh reality, a truth that many are unwilling to accept. That's where most people turn back. They see the price, they weigh the cost, and they decide it's simply too high. The dream fades, the ambition wanes, and they settle for something less. Very few are willing to pay the price for the prize. They understand that success is not a gift, but an investment. They embrace the challenges, the setbacks, and the sacrifices. They want the sunshine, the accolades, the recognition. They envision the end result, the sweet taste of victory. But not the rain. They shy away from the hard work, the struggles, the moments of doubt and despair. They forget that the sunshine wouldn't be as appreciated without the rain, the victory, the sweet taste of triumph, the feeling of invincibility. But not the fight, the grit, the determination, the willingness to push through pain and adversity. They want the reward without the effort, the glory without the struggle. Success isn't luck. It's not about being in the right place at the right time, or stumbling upon a lucky break. It's a bill that comes due every day, a constant stream of effort, dedication, and perseverance. It's about showing up, even when you don't feel like it. The price? What exactly does it cost to achieve your dreams? Sweat, the physical exertion, the pushing of your limits, the willingness to endure discomfort. Sacrifice, giving up things you want for things you want more. Missing out on social events, foregoing leisure activities, and prioritizing your goals above all else. Early mornings, waking up before the sun rises when the world is still quiet and peaceful to dedicate time to your craft. Late nights, burning the midnight oil, pushing through fatigue, and refusing to give up until the job is done. Discipline, the ability to control your impulses, to stay focused on your goals, and to resist the temptations that would lead you astray. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishments. It's the foundation upon which all success is built. You can have all the talent and plans in the world, the innate gifts, and meticulously crafted strategies. But without discipline, it's just smoke, a fleeting illusion, a promise unfulfilled, a potential unrealized. The world is full of people who almost did it, those who had the potential, the opportunity, but lacked the discipline to see it through. The only difference that matters, the single factor that separates the winners from the also-rans, is the willingness to pay the daily toll of discipline, to consistently put in the work, to stay focused on the goal, and to never give up, even when it's hard. So ask yourself, be honest with yourself, and truly reflect on your motivations. Are you in love with the idea of the prize, the fantasy of success, the allure of recognition, or the process of earning it? The daily grind, the relentless pursuit, the satisfaction of knowing you're giving it your all. The prize doesn't care about your feelings. It's indifferent to your hopes, your dreams, and your aspirations. It only responds to relentless daily discipline, to the unwavering commitment to putting in the work day after day regardless of how you feel. That's the cost of admission to the life you want, the price you must pay to unlock your potential and achieve your dreams. Are you ready to pay up? Are you willing to make the sacrifices, to endure the hardships, and to commit to the daily discipline required to achieve your goals? Because the prize is waiting. It's out there, within reach, ready to be claimed, but only for those who show up, every single day. For those who are willing to put in the work, to pay the price, and to never give up on their dreams. The process is hard, there's no denying it. It will test your limits, challenge your resolve, and push you to your breaking point. But it's the only way. There are no shortcuts, no easy routes, no magic formulas. The question isn't if you want the prize. Desire is easy. It's if you're willing to pay the price. That's the true test of your commitment. Decide now, make the choice, commit to the path, and embrace the journey. The rest is just work. The daily grind, the consistent effort, the unwavering dedication, it's not always glamorous, but it's always worth it. When you hear the word discipline, what comes to mind? You might immediately think of punishment, restriction, or even a loss of freedom. It's easy to associate discipline with negative connotations, with being told what you do. But self-discipline isn't a cage that confines you. It's not about limiting yourself, but rather empowering yourself. It's your ultimate power, the key to unlocking your full potential and achieving your goals. True freedom isn't about indulging in every whim and desire, doing whatever you want in the heat of the moment. It's about consciously choosing what's best for your future self, aligning your actions with your long-term aspirations. It's about prioritizing what truly matters over what just feels good in the immediate present. The undisciplined are slaves, constantly at the mercy of their impulses and fleeting desires. They are tossed around by their cravings, their moods, and the endless stream of temptations that life throws their way. Self-discipline is the strength, the inner fortitude to stand tall and say, "Not today, I run the show, I am in control of my actions and my destiny." It's about making conscious choices that your future self will look back on with gratitude and appreciation. Discipline isn't about focusing on what you can't do, the limitations you perceive, or the barriers in your path. It's about expanding your horizons, exploring what you do, and realizing your full potential. It's the power to confidently say no to the things that hurt you, that hold you back, or that lead you astray, so you can wholeheartedly say yes to the things that build you up, that nurture your growth, and that propel you forward. It's the power to delay gratification, to resist the allure of instant pleasure, to master your emotions, to cultivate inner peace and resilience in the face of adversity, to consciously design your future with intention and purpose. Discipline is self-governance, taking control of your thoughts, actions, and habits. It's not a prison that confines you, but a pathway to liberation. It puts you firmly in the driver's seat of your life, empowering you to navigate your journey with confidence and clarity. You, and only you, get to decide where you're going, what direction you'll take, and what destination you'll ultimately reach. Every disciplined choice you make, no matter how small it may seem, is a significant step toward the ultimate freedom you seek. Don't fear discipline or view it as a burden. Embrace it, celebrate it, and harness it as your own personal superpower. It's the key that unlocks the door to your limitless potential, revealing the extraordinary person you were always meant to be. Choose discipline, and in doing so, choose power, choose empowerment, and choose a life lived on your own terms. That's how you build the life you've always dreamed of, brick by brick, choice by choice. The choice, as always, is yours to make. Life isn't won in one epic battle, it's won in the small daily choices. Every day you face 1,000 tiny moments of truth, comfort, or growth, easy path or hard path. The real war is between the you who wants comfort and the you who wants greatness. Each disciplined choice is a small victory. Every time you choose the harder path, you build strength and self-respect. Each win is a vote for the person you want to become. When you say no to temptation, you say yes to your future. When you show up, even when you don't feel like it, you raise your standards. The opposite is true too. Every time you give in, you weaken your resolve. The war for your life is won in these tiny daily decisions. Win the small battles, win the war in your mind. Conquer yourself, and you can conquer anything. That's how greatness is built. We think self-love is indulgence, but real self-love is discipline. Letting yourself off the hook isn't kindness, it's neglect. True self-love is doing what's hard now for a better future. It's saying, I love my future self too much to sabotage them. Discipline is the ultimate act of self-respect. Every promise you keep to yourself builds self-trust and self-esteem. Discipline isn't a chore, it's a daily act of love. Each disciplined choice is a love letter to your future. Lasting happiness comes from building a life you're proud of. Look in the mirror and respect the person who tries, who fights, who chooses the hard path. That's real self-love. Choose it every day. Life isn't fair. You might have been dealt a tough hand, and that's not your fault. But building a better future is your responsibility. There's a huge difference between fault and responsibility. Blame keeps you stuck. Responsibility moves you forward. Taking responsibility is how you take your power back. It doesn't mean what happened was okay. It means you're stronger than your past. Your ability to respond is your superpower. You can't control the cards you're dealt, but you control how you play them. Most people stay stuck blaming others. Don't be most people. Look at your life. Where are you waiting for someone else to fix things? Let it go. Your healing, growth, and happiness are your responsibility. The world owes you nothing. You owe yourself everything. Take the reins. Own your actions, your attitude, your future. That's the first step to a life of discipline and purpose. The unfair advantage? Responsibility. Use it. You are, in many ways, the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with on a regular basis. Take a good, hard look at your circle. Do they lift you up higher or pull you down with them? Your circle directly reflects your habits, standards, and ultimately, your future. If you're consistently surrounded by negativity and mediocrity, it inevitably rubs off on you. Remember, your environment is often stronger than your willpower. But conversely, if you're around disciplined, positive people, their energy is incredibly contagious. They'll challenge you to grow, support you wholeheartedly, and ultimately, make you better. Sometimes you have to make tough choices in life, and learn to love some people from a distance. Be incredibly disciplined with your relationships. Carefully curate your circle like a true masterpiece. Don't hang junk on your walls, metaphorically speaking. Always surround yourself with people who genuinely reflect who you aspire to be. Protect your valuable energy and focus fiercely. Remember, your circle is your future, so choose wisely and deliberately. People often get hung up on the idea of talent, fixating on it as the ultimate determinant of success. They see it as some magical, innate ability that separates the achievers from the rest. But talent is really just a head start. It gives you a slight advantage at the beginning, a little boost off the starting line. Talent is essentially what you're born with, those inherent aptitudes and predispositions that seem to come naturally. It's the raw material you're given. Skill, on the other hand, is what you actively build, what you cultivate through dedication and practice. It's the refined product of consistent effort. Talent, ironically, can sometimes make you lazy. It can lull you into a false sense of security, making you think you don't need to work as hard. Skill, however, is earned through relentless effort, through pushing yourself beyond your comfort zone, and through consistently striving for improvement. I've seen incredibly talented people go absolutely nowhere in life, their potential squandered and their gifts wasted. And the reason is simple, because they didn't put in the work. They relied solely on their natural abilities and never developed the necessary skills. Conversely, I've seen less naturally talented people achieve extraordinary greatness, surpassing those with far more inherent gifts. This is because they outworked everyone around them, compensating for their perceived lack of talent with sheer determination and unwavering dedication. Ultimately, hard work beats talent every single time. Hard work triumphs when talent doesn't work hard, when natural ability is allowed to stagnate and wither away. Building skill is very much like building a wall, a slow, deliberate, and consistent process. It's about laying one brick at a time, focusing on each individual element with care and precision. Don't get overwhelmed by the enormity of the whole wall, by the sheer scale of the project. Instead, focus on laying one perfect brick today, on mastering that one small step. Each day of consistent effort is a brick. Practice, study, showing up, and resisting temptation. Consistency, in the long run, matters far more than sporadic bursts of heroics. It's not about one big, grand effort. It's about the daily discipline, the consistent commitment to showing up and putting in the work, day after day. Skill is painstakingly built brick by brick, day by day, through consistent and dedicated effort. So forget about talent altogether. Stop worrying about what you were born with. Instead, fall deeply in love with the process, with the daily grind, with the act of building something meaningful. Lay your bricks with intention and care. Show up tomorrow, ready to work, and do it all again. That's the fundamental way that true greatness is built, one brick at a time. It's through discipline that raw talent is transformed into refined skill. The true craft lies not in the initial spark of talent, but in the daily, dedicated work. At the edge of your comfort zone is a wall called fear. Everything you want is on the other side. Most people see fear and turn back. They choose comfort over courage. Fear isn't a stop sign, it's a compass. When you feel fear, you're moving in the right direction. The things you fear most are where your growth is. Discipline is the tool that lets you walk through fear. When you've done the work, you can face fear with confidence. Discipline doesn't erase fear, but it lets you act anyway. Make fear your ally. Let it show you where to grow. The goal isn't to live without fear, but to not be controlled by it. Your dreams, your growth, your best self, they're on the other side. You have the discipline, you have the power. Walk through that wall, your future is waiting. Go claim it.